Má Fionnghuala is Maireadh agus heisiad dul Ionnsaich òran. Good morning, everyone. I'm Bheirinn, and we're going to learn a song. And today's song is Bothan avec Fionnghuala. Bothan avec Fionnghuala, which is quite a popular one. It's a mouth music, and it goes really fast. So obviously we'll be learning it slower. But it wasn't originally a mouth music. The chorus was originally peithir, or pipe music. And peithir specifically is an oral music notation. So whereas we're used to writing music down, recording music in dots and lines, it used to be that pipers would record and even learn music notated with syllables. So every note and every ornament had a specific syllable, which, then you could write it down as words, or you could memorize it with words. It's always easier to learn a tune when there are words to it. It's always easier to learn words when there's a tune to it. Basically, they go together. But my understanding is that peithir isn't widely used anymore. I'm not a piper in any case, and nor are most of the people who have ever sung this song, which is why the chorus often has slightly doesn't make sense words, or you'll hear different words in the chorus from different people, and this is because it was originally peithir, and we've just all sort of gone, oh yeah, I think I hear a word there. So I sing geala Bothan peithir and doicheall Bothan avec Fionnghuala. Someone else might sing something different, but that's what I sing, so we'll jump right into it. Is geala Bothan peithir a bheann and doicheall. Geala Bothan Bothan avec Fionnghuala. So we're not going to translate this properly, but roughly the words what I sing, what they mean is white as the house, gibberish. White is the house, Fiona's house. And another thing to note about this song is that it has rhythm that to singers might be perceived as being a bit funky. Now this is rhythm that's actually fairly common in pipe tunes and also in fiddle tunes, where rather than we're in 4/4 time and we used to sing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and what this does is it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so rather than 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, it's 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2, which is quite a fun rhythm when you get going, and especially in the verses, this song tends to just throw in lines of this other rhythm at almost random, but the chorus is mostly in this 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 rhythm. So we'll sing the chorus now. It's geala Bothan peithir a bheann and doicheall. Geala Bothan Bothan avec Fionnghuala. So you'll notice there the first 3 lines are 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 geala Bothan, and then we get to the last line. It's Bothan avec Fionnghuala. So we're on beats 1 and 3 as per normal 4/4 time. So I will sing that slowly twice, and once slightly faster, and once full speed. Geala Bothan peithir a bheann and doicheall. Geala Bothan avec Fionnghuala. Bothan peithir a bheann and doicheall. Geala Bothan avec Fionnghuala. Geala Bothan peithir a bheann and doicheall. Geala Bothan avec Fionnghuala. Geala Bothan peithir a bheann and doicheall. Bothan avec Fionnghuala. Geala Bothan peithir a bheann and doicheall. Geala Bothan avec Fionnghuala. Geala Bothan peithir a bheann and doicheall. Geala Bothan avec Fionnghuala. And don't be afraid to skip out syllables if you need to. The rhythm's more important. You not passing out from lack of air is also very important. So if you need to skip a word to take a breath, absolutely do that. The first time I sung this one by myself in public, I forgot to breathe. It wasn't very good because I forgot to breathe. So on with the first verse then. Thuirt an gobha fuirichidh. Thuirt an gobha falbhaidh. Thuirt an gobha leis an òthail. A-bheith an doras an toil. Rachadh. So, thuirt, past tense, irregular verb of said. Of say, so it is said. And an gobha is the blacksmith, or smith. So he said, fuirichidh, future tense, I will stay. Thuirt an gobha, the blacksmith said, falbhaidh, again, future tense, there's an E on the end, I will go. Thuirt an gobha leis an òthail. A-bheith an doras an toil. So the blacksmith said, with the hubbub, unless you can think of a better word for that in English, which was at the doras, the door, of an toil, which is a word you might be more familiar with from Ionnsaich, the big barn. So the blacksmith was at the door of the barn. Rachadh fuair. Conditional. Rachadh is from go, and Australian viewers will recognise that word. So rachadh, that he would go. Fuair, dating. So again, thuirt an gobha fuirichidh, from beats 1 and 3 there. Thuirt an gobha falbhaidh, and again. Thuirt an gobha leis an òthail, and then this is where it gets fun. A-bheith an doras an toil. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then rachadh, and it's back to normal 4/4 timing on the last line. There are 5 lines, which is sort of weird, but that's just how it is. So we'll sing this. Thuirt an gobha fuirichidh. Thuirt an gobha fuirichidh. Thuirt an gobha falbhaidh. Thuirt an gobha falbhaidh. Thuirt an gobha leis an òthail. Thuirt an gobha leis an òthail. A-bheith an doras an toil. A-bheith an doras an toil. Rachadh. And I should mention a rhyme scheme. Is there a rhyme scheme? Yes and no, less clear than it often is. What we do have is the ends of line 3 and 4. So we have òthail and toil, and then in the middle of line 5, that's usually similar. So in this case, rachadh. And lines 1 and 2 in most of the verses are fairly similar. Basically, usually just differ by a syllable, which is in this case fuirichidh and falbhaidh. That's about all there is to the rhyme scheme. So we'll sing that verse twice slowly and once quickly. Thuirt an gobha fuirichidh. Thuirt an gobha falbhaidh. Thuirt an gobha leis an òthail. A-bheith an doras an toil. Rachadh. Thuirt an gobha fuirichidh. Thuirt an gobha thoil, fuirichidh. Horsing go, fuirichidh, horsing go, falmairean, horsing go, leis, òran, doras, and thoil, fuirichidh. Bheirinn, fead, fulmairean. Bheirinn, fead, falmairean. Is liughannan beaga na maireadh. Bheiramaid greis an tarraing. Na maireadh na dhuinn. So what we have here is a lot of sea creatures. Now, I grew up inland up a hill. My knowledge of sea creatures is not the best. I know, I'm a bad geala, but yeah, inland up a hill. In the wrong continent. So some of these sea creatures might not even exist here. But anyway, Bheirinn, fead. We'll start with that. This is a conditional, so and it's an irregular. So I would put a fead, which is a whistle. Falbhaidh is a tin whistle. Fead, fulmairean, which is fulmers. Bheirinn, fead, falmairean. Falmairean is a sort of fish, which I think in English is called a hake. Is liughannan. Liughannan is a pollock, another sort of fish, I believe. And these are little ones. Liughannan beaga na maireadh, of the sea. And then Bheiramaid greis an tarraing. We would put greis, as a hurry, an tarraing, on the pulling of them. The word fishing line. This is actually a useful phrase for you. Greis, or conjugate for whoever you want. Greis orst means hurry up. Greis orst. Yeah, actually that's the main way you'd use that phrase. Greis orst or greis arav. So it would put hurry on the fishing lines. Nam maireadh. This is conditional again, or still, if would last. Na dhuinn, our lines. So na dhuinn, the lines, dhuinn, to us. And maireadh, I often find people, they encounter this word and they go, I've never seen this word before, ever. This is such a weird, uncommon Gaelic word. But you've probably encountered the phrase, he creacher an thuill ach maireadh is gúil. That's this verb here. The world will come to an end, but love and music will last. Bad eschatology, but popular phrase. And you would also find this word in in English, if you're talking about someone and they're dead, you say the late so and so. In Gaelic, you say so and so nach maireadh, not lasting. So there's two common places you will find this word. Na maireadh na dhuinn. So we'll sing this one. Basically the same tune, but of course it's liughannan beaga na maireadh. We've got the 3-3-2 rhythm happening a line earlier than we did in the last verse. Bheiramaid greis an tarraing, there again, na maireadh na dhuinn. Back to ordinary beats 1 and 3 there. So Bheirinn, fead, fulmairean, Bheirinn, fead, falmairean, liughannan beaga na maireadh, Bheiramaid greis an tarraing, na maireadh na dhuinn. Bheirinn fead fulmairean, Bheirinn falmairean, liughannan maireadh, Bheiramaid greis tarraing, maireadh duirgh. Bheirinn falmairean, liughannan Bheiramaid greis tarraing, maireadh duirgh. There's obviously many, many more verses to this song, but we're already at 16 minutes, so we'll just have one more verse, which is usually the last verse. Chadúir sin data na seo. Chadúir sin datan a sin. Chadúir sin datan a seo. Some people, for this last one, will say chadúir sin datan na shut, which is quite nice because you got shin, seo, shin, and shut. I'm just getting further and further away from you for some reason, but I sing it seo, shin, seo. Up to you, really, I guess. And the last two lines, Bheiramaid greis tarraing, maireadh duirgh, is the same as the last verse. So, chadúir sin datan a-seo, a-seo a geala, what does it mean? Chadúir, past tense, irregular, didn't get, sin, us, datan, a little thing. So, this must be why the blacksmith, who apparently is also a fisher person, is thinking about leaving, thinking about staying, thinking about leaving. There may or may not be fish around. Sometimes they don't catch them. He's having an existential crisis about the availability of fish, is what it seems like. And if you get into the other versus the availability of girls, maybe if you stopped whinging. Just a thought. Anyway, let's sing this verse. Chadúir sin datan a seo, chadúir sin datan a sin, chadúir sin datan a seo, Bheiramaid greis tarraing, maireadh duirgh. Chadúir sin datan a seo, chadúir sin datan a sin, chadúir sin datan a seo, Bheiramaid greis tarraing, maireadh duirgh. So, shall we sing the three verses of the chorus? Yes, is the obvious answer. Ionnsaich, we will sing. So, Fionnghuala me, Fionnghuala falbhaidh me, Fionnghuala rachadh doras and gobha geala and Bothan Bheirinn and òthail and Bothan Bheirinn and òthail and Bheirinn. Bheirinn fead falmairean, Bheirinn fead falmairean, liughannan Bheiramaid greis tarraing, maireadh duirgh. Bothan Bheirinn and òthail and Bothan Bheirinn and Bheirinn and òthail and Bheirinn. Chadúir sin datan a seo, chadúir sin datan a sin, chadúir sin datan a seo, Bheiramaid greis tarraing, maireadh duirgh. Bothan Bheirinn and òthail and Bothan Bheirinn and òthail and Bheirinn. Fionnghuala me, Fionnghuala me, Fionnghuala leis doras and doicheall fead and Bheirinn and òthail and Bheirinn and Bheirinn fead falmairean, Bheirinn fead falmairean, liughannan Bheiramaid greis tarraing, maireadh duirgh. And Bothan Bheirinn and chadúir sin datan a seo, chadúir sin datan a sin, chadúir sin datan a seo, Bheiramaid greis tarraing, maireadh duirgh. And Bothan Bheirinn and òthail and Bothan Bheirinn and òthail and Bheirinn.